Good morning, good day, good afternoon. Tracy Brown here. It's Q&A Friday, and this was kind of a question slash a phrase, so I thought I would just start talking, just start going there. So, over the course of our lives, we are told so many things that aren't true. So many, I use the word lies to kind of be provocative. Sometimes it's outright lies. Sometimes it's just things said out of ignorance, fear, misinformation, whatever. But the truth is that for us to fully make peace with food, for our bodies, for our weight, and even our worth, we're going to have to identify all the places where we feel triggered and feel like, like our whole bodies clench, or we get snagged, or we feel reactive. And be willing to go there and question that. And so I'm going to talk a couple different ways about how different of us can do that. But what I want to say first is that, like, it's just a lie that your body's bad, that it's too much, that let's say that you feel like, oh my gosh, I eat so much and I have no willpower, and I want you to thought stop that right there and say, wait a minute, I don't even know if I ate too much, and based on what? And as soon as you're able to do that, you're going to be able to see, like, oh, well, look at my body. If I didn't eat too much, I wouldn't look this way. And that could totally be a lie. Because there are some of us that are just going to weigh what we weigh, and, food matters at some extent, but, like, not everybody who eats a little amount is going to be small, and not everybody who eats a lot of amounts is going to be big, and every permutation in between. I'm not saying that what we eat doesn't matter. I'm not saying that, like, our histories with either how we eat, whether it's emotional or any kind of unconscious eating, doesn't affect our weight. But what I'm saying is it's a lie that everybody's going to look the same based on what they do. And not everybody who eats the same amount of food is going to look the same as somebody else. And so that's a lie. It's a lie that's how it's going to be. And I need you, and I'm almost pleading in desperation here for you to question that everybody's supposed to be the same or look the same, or that only one body type looks the same way. And so another lie that we're told is that, like, you can't do XYZ, be whatever career, be a parent, be whatever, if you, let's say, don't weigh a certain amount. Who says? I know lots of people who, didn't go. I know in other countries there's a huge thing of, like, you can't get, let's say, fertility treatment if you don't lose weight. Well, I know lots of people, at least here in the United States, that focused on well-being, and they had babies because, they didn't go, they knew that, like, that chronic cycle they'd already been on of trying to lose weight to make something happen doesn't necessarily get them pregnant, let's say. It just actually made the cycle of their weight going up and down happen again, So I just want us to continually look at the places where our beliefs about who we are and our worth, how that's coupled with our food and weight. And instead of, like, we hear the thing, like, you're bad because XYZ, or, you're, we're not, let's stand on food and weight. I'm out of control because I ate cinnamon rolls every day for breakfast. I keep using that analogy this week. But it's like, no, you may be eating cinnamon rolls for all kinds of reasons, but it's not because you're a bad person or you lack willpower. There's a reason for that. It may be total choice. It may be not attunement or supportive of your body, but that's what you're doing anyway. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. It's like just our necessity in this lifetime to unhook having worth depending on our food and our weight. It's just a lie that is true. And so what I'll say about that, depending on who you are watching this, is if you're a science-minded person, be relentless at looking at the work around this, looking at the work about, how the evidence around, health at every size. Be relentless at looking at, is it really true that, like, if I ate XYZ little amount of food that I can guarantee long-term weight loss and then be a good person? Is that out there? Go look for it, because I know you're not going to find it, but look for the opposite. Look for, like, okay, where can I be supportive with my food, my body? Where can I focus on being compassionate to myself in my life? And can I just feel better? You're going to find that. So if you're a science-oriented person, be relentless about that. The role model that comes to mind to me is Reagan Chastain. That's how she learned about, that maybe she never screwed up any of these diets. And, even the period of time when she had an eating disorder, she never was doing it bad enough. It's just that the evidence wasn't there that what she was doing was ever going to work. And so she found that, and, like, that gave her some of the, like, oh, okay, I can work with this now, and kept going. So I highly recommend you read her work. If you're a more emotional type like me, and what you need is to drop, really, I mean, we all need to drop in, get out of our heads and drop into our bodies and feel those emotions and get the support we need for that. But just being able to be out of the repression and denial of, like, believing that makes me do things that are even more unsupportive, like overwork and chastise myself. And that's emotionally really unhealthy. And so recognizing that we're having XYZ action because of our emotional reaction, that's not a grounded way we want to live, So if you're a type that's, like, really just, like, I just kind of feel like I know it, and I'm just going to do it. It's one of those things that, I highly recommend that you be a very experiential person. Prove it to yourself that actually, that you can, if you feel like you have to do one more diet, fine, to see if you can long-term lose weight without mental, physical, and emotional consequences, do it. I'm not recommending that, but if you're somebody who doesn't believe the science and doesn't want to drop in to the emotion, then prove it. I'm not recommending that, but I think that sometimes we maybe have to get to that place. I know I had to do all those things, by the way, to fully see, like, it's not because I lack willpower, and it's not because I'm inherently flawed, or that, I did all kinds of things to get the kind of body I thought I should have, to the point of, totally wrecking my life, and I still don't feel good enough about myself. One of my clients said, I've said this rather famously for 12 years. I remember it was one of my first clients a long time ago. And she said, the less I weigh, the fatter I feel. And what that means is the more that we spin on these beliefs that, like, and distortions get bigger and bigger, the more, the more we believe those lies, that if I eat less, I can feel less, I can be less, my body will be smaller, then I'll be more okay. It's like you keep chasing that, and you keep chasing that, and you just never get there. You might get smaller, but you never get rid of the fear. The shame doesn't go away, because it's not really about our body sizes. That's the lie. The truth is that we've got coupled up some of our beliefs about feeling like if you reach out your arms and you reach out and you feel, what you'll find is that sometimes it felt like reaching out and being who we truly were either was rejected, or didn't feel like we were fully there and cared for, or just, for whatever reason and whatever happened, it just felt like that we weren't good enough, or we were too much. What we felt and who we were, and that's the lie. So today, if you're feeling like any of those things, something's triggered you, is, your stress has been up to your hairline here in your body, just take a second and breathe. Even breathe with me now. And feel your feet on the floor. And just recognize that who you are is, perfectly made. And I know it can be a long journey back sometimes, a long journey back home to ourselves, but it can be done. And it first starts with this catching those things that either we hear people tell us, or that we have, like, part of our own belief system now, and just challenge, like, this may not be true. And this is, like, really taking me out of myself and making me doubt myself, making me doubt my intuitive eating efforts, making me doubt that like this recovery thing is even worth the effort, just check in with that. Could that be a lie? Could that just be not true? Who says? Where did I get this? And I want you to do that today. If you need the mental evidence, go get your science hat on and start digging. Be a researcher. If you need somebody to just feel with you how you're feeling, reach out for support. I'm here. There's other people you can find in your area. Maybe you have somebody really good and safe in your life. Do that. If you're like, I'm just a person who needs to like know it when I know it, then you move on. That's great too. So, all right. I'll talk to you all real soon. If you have any questions or concerns, please tag me. Please share this video if you felt like it was worthwhile, powerful for other people to know about or to see or to hear. But I think it's really important to recognize that, yeah, we're told a lot of stuff in our lives. We're very highly conditioned. If you watch TV for 5 minutes, you can see how much conditioning we get about all kinds of things. So I highly recommend you turn on the TV more often, to be honest, and start tuning inward and learn some inner truth. Talk to y'all real soon. Take care. Bye.